episode of As a Matter of Fact. Today we'll be looking at Nigeria at 60. What next? But before we start, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it with your friends, like the video, and leave your comments below. We love hearing from you. We really do. So please subscribe. Nigeria, a country located in West Africa, celebrated its 60th independence anniversary on the 1st of October 2020. Nigeria got her independence from her British colonialists on the 1st of October 1960. Happiness, fanfare, and high hopes greeted the announcement of our independence. Unfortunately, the fanfare ended almost immediately started as the country slumped into a civil war 7 years later, which claimed between 1 to 3 million lives, with the most casualties being Igbo civilians, including women and children. So 60 years after independence, what have we achieved? Where are we now, and where are we supposed to be? This episode will look at how Nigeria has fared across several sectors when compared to other countries that got their independence within the same time as Nigeria. We will compare Nigeria with the following countries. Ghana got her independence in 1957. Rwanda got her independence in 1962. Now, also in 1962, Algeria got her independence. South Africa got her independence in 1931, but continued to experience apartheid until she gained her freedom in 1994. Malaysia got her independence in 1963 and Singapore in 1965. So you can see that South Africa may be the odd country here because of the timing of her independence. However, this rainbow nation has been included because of her position on the African continent. First, we're going to look at the economy. Under the economy, we'll compare the gross domestic product or GDP of these countries. But first, what does the term GDP mean? According to Investopedia, I quote, GDP is the total monetary or market value of all finished goods and services produced within a country's borders in a specific time period, end of quote. So simply put, it is the total value of the goods and services produced in a country at a particular time. So Nigeria's GDP is worth about 448 billion US dollars according to Trading Economics. Trading Economics also reports the following. Ghana's GDP, 67 billion US dollars. For Algeria, it is 170 billion US dollars. Rwanda's GDP is worth about 10 billion US dollars. South Africa, it is 351 billion US dollars. Malaysia's GDP is worth about 365 billion US dollars, and Singapore's GDP is worth about 372 billion US dollars. So per GDP, Nigeria's GDP is worth more than those of these other countries, and here is how it shows on the graph. And you may be quick to say Nigeria has done very well because her GDP is higher than the GDPs of many other countries. And this brings us to the next point, GDP per capita. Investopedia defines GDP per capita as, I quote, a metric that breaks down a country's economic output per person and is calculated by dividing GDP of a country by its population, end of quote. Simply put, GDP of a country divided by the population gives you the GDP per capita. Nigeria's GDP per capita is 2,386 US dollars. Ghana, 1,884 US dollars. Algeria, 4,710 US dollars. Rwanda, 905 US dollars. South Africa, 7,346 US dollars. Malaysia, 12,478 US dollars. While Singapore's GDP per capita is 58,829 US dollars. Here is how it shows on the graph. After 60 years of Nigeria's independence, Nigeria's GDP per capita is 2 times less than that of Algeria, 3 times less than that of South Africa, and many miles away from Malaysia and Singapore. Think about that. The next aspect of the economy we would like to examine is the value of the currencies of each of these countries when compared to the United States dollar. According to Morningstar for currency and Coinbase for cryptocurrency, as of the 30th of September 2020, the following currencies have their respective United States dollar equivalents. Nigerian Naira, 384.23 to US dollar. I know many will say that this is way more than what it is in the parallel markets, but we'll just stick with the official equivalent. Ghanaian cedis, 5.77. Algerian dinar, 129.2. Rwandan franc, 972.16. South African rand, 16.97. Malaysian ringgit, 4.16. Singaporean dollar, 1.37. Unfortunately, after 60 years of independence, our currency is almost 400 times less than the United States dollar. The last aspect of the economy is the minimum wages per month of these countries. Nigeria's minimum wage is 30,000 naira, which is about $80. Ghana, 21,000 naira, which is about $55, according to wageindicator.org. Algeria is 65,000 naira, which is about 170 US dollars, according to minimum wage.org. Rwanda, it is 14 naira per day and 24,000 naira per month, which is about 25 US dollars, assuming you work for 20 days per month, according to wageindicator.org. South Africa, it is 81,000 naira, which is about 211 US dollars, according to Reuters. Malaysia's minimum wage is 85,000 naira or 221 US dollars, according to minimum wage.org. For Singapore, minimum wage.org reports that there is no official minimum wage in Singapore. However, the cleaner jobs have a minimum wage of 1,000 US dollars per month, while security guards have a minimum wage of 1,100 per month. So for the sake of this analysis, we use the average of the both minimum wages, which is 1,050 US dollars, which is equivalent to 402,000 naira. So after 60 years of our independence, with all due respect to the cleaners and security guards in Singapore, we can see here that those guys, they earn far more than our professionals such as teachers, lawyers, and even doctors. How is it possible to live with $80 for a month in Nigeria? Do we really deserve this? Please share your thoughts and your comments. We would love to hear from you. What do you think about our economy? What do you think about our minimum wage? And what do you think about the Naira equivalent to the dollar? Please share your thoughts. After the economy, the next sector we would like to examine is the health sector. Interestingly, our previous episode was on Nigeria's healthcare system. I would encourage you to go watch it and check out the link over here. Let us compare the doctor to patients ratio of these countries. According to the World Bank, Nigeria has 3.8 doctors for 10,000 patients. Ghana has 1.3 doctors for every 10,000 patients. Algeria has 17 doctors for every 10,000 patients. For Rwanda, it is 1.3 doctors for every 10,000 patients. South Africa has 9 doctors for every 10,000 patients. Malaysia has 15 doctors for every 10,000 patients. And Singapore has 23 doctors for 10,000 patients. And here is how it looks like on a chart. So again, after 60 years, this is where we are. Do you think the President Buhari's administration is working to improve our healthcare system? Please share your thoughts. We would like to know your opinion about this. Next is education. Here we examine the lower secondary school or junior secondary school completion rates in these countries. According to the World Bank, Nigeria has 47% as of 2010. Ghana has 78% as of 2019. Algeria has 85% as of 2018. Rwanda has 37% as of 2018. South Africa has 81% as of 2016. Malaysia has 82% as of 2018, while Singapore has 105% as of 2017. So on the graph, you can see that Nigeria's number is not looking good at all. Only 47% of our students complete JSS3 in Nigeria. For example, let's put this in a context. 100 students start at kindergarten, but only 47 will make it past JSS3. Now, what happened to the 53% of students who couldn't make it? Please share your thoughts and let us know what you think. Is the Nigerian government doing really well to improve our education system after 60 years? Let us know in the comments below. The next sector is the Human Capital Index. The Human Capital Index shows which countries are best at mobilizing the economic and professional potential of its citizens. According to the World Bank, this index is a combination of 5 indicators. 1. Child survival. 2. School enrollment. 3. Quality of learning. 4. Healthy growth. And 5. Adult survival. These indicators were chosen because global research has linked them directly to productivity. According to the World Bank, these countries have the following human capital indexes on a scale of 0 to 1, where 0 is the lowest and 1 is the highest. Nigeria has 0.36, Ghana has 0.45, Algeria has 0.54, Rwanda has 0.38. For South Africa, it is 0.43. For Malaysia, it is 0.61, while Singapore has 0.88. These data show Nigeria at the bottom of the pack. It further translates that after 60 years of independence, a child born in Nigeria today has 64% chance of not making it to the fullest potential, while for Singapore, it is 12%. Think about that for a moment. After 60 years. Next is access to electricity. In modern economics, electricity is the driver for industrialization and development. As a result, most governments ensure that their citizens get access to electricity. Let's examine how Nigeria fares when compared to other countries that got their independence within the same period, according to the World Bank, in regards to access to electricity. In Nigeria, only about 57% of its population have access to electricity. For Ghana, it is 86%. 100% population of Algeria have access to electricity. For Rwanda, it is 38%. For South Africa, it is 91%. While Malaysia and Singapore have 100% of their population getting access to electricity. After 60 years of independence, more than 114 million Nigerians do not have access to electricity. This is pathetic, especially when you know that the remaining population have access to electricity but is epileptic power supply. Let us know what you think. Has Nigeria done very well to improve its access to electricity after 60 years? Please share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. Next sector is political stability. Another condition for economic prosperity is political, economic, and social stability. This includes physical and information security, such that people feel they live in a safe place. Safe place. In a study carried out by the globaleconomy.com on political stability index of countries where negative 2.5 is weak and 2.5 is strong, here are the following scores of these countries. Nigeria scored negative 2.19, ranked 187th out of 195 countries. Ghana scored 0.03, ranked 98th out of 195 countries. Algeria scored negative 0.79, ranked 157th out of 195 countries. Rwanda scored 0.12, ranked 86th out of 195 countries. South Africa scored negative 0.28, ranked 121st out of 195 countries. Malaysia scored 0.24, ranked 83rd out of 195 countries, while Singapore scored 1.51, ranked 3rd. This data further shows that you have to pay attention to your political system if you want to make any meaningful growth. For the security of lives and property to be guaranteed, your political system needs to be looked into. Again, tell me, after 60 years, do you think our political environment is safe enough for you in Nigeria? Please share your thoughts. We would like to hear from you about this. Please share your thoughts. Next sector is quality of life or happiness. According to John Spacey, I quote, as the world becomes more economically prosperous, competition between countries is shifting towards the happiness of its people. Quality of life is a comprehensive measure that can be used to evaluate efforts to improve cities and nations. End of quote. The World Happiness Report, WHR, measures how happy citizens of countries perceive themselves to be. And these are the findings, where 0 means worst and 10 means best. Nigeria scored 4.724, ranked 115th out of 153 countries. Ghana scored 5.148, ranked 91st out of 153 countries. Algeria scored 5.005, ranked 100th out of 153 countries. Rwanda scored 3.312, ranked 150th out of 153 countries. South Africa scored 4.814, ranked 109th out of 153 countries. Malaysia scored 5.384, ranked 82nd out of 153 countries. Singapore scored 6.377, ranked 31st out of 153 countries. So clearly, after 60 years of our independence, Nigerians are not happy. And to be sincere, I'm not surprised at all. Because if at 60, you're very far from fulfilling your potential, it is a call to action and not a call for celebration. When I look at the official logo of Nigeria's 60th independence anniversary, captioned 60 Together, it pains my heart to see that the government is insensitive to the daily travails that Nigerians go through. Just like in an abusive relationship, the way Nigeria has remained together is because of the use of its military, the police, the DSS, and other law enforcement agencies to arrest, assault, and kill Nigerians when they protest for good governance. Nigeria has never been this divided since we got our independence 60 years ago. Currently, there are attempts by different ethnic groups to secede from the country. This is because they are not happy with the way they are treated. Imagine being in a country and you're treated poorly. After 60 years, the focus should be on the happiness of the people and not just being together. Painfully, Nigeria lags behind many countries that got their independence within the same period as her. But on the flip side, one thing that the data shows us is that there is a potential for Nigeria to emerge as one of the top nations in the world. For example, according to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Nigeria's GDP is the 27th largest in the world, despite having an epileptic power supply, poor healthcare system, and even a high level of insecurity. If these areas can be fixed, our GDP can be doubled and even tripled by the next 60 years. And to achieve this, we must demand for accountability from our elected government officials.
I'm reading this because listening to the poets and everybody, really the musician, you're singing about us, the leaders. Yes, you said yes. Yes. What about you? If you see a thief and you allow him to be stealing, what do? You have stolen nobody. That's why we are stealing. You will stone me. Who have you stolen? We came out and you started dancing for how many days? Oil subsidy. We told you they stole 2.3 trillion. What did you do?
Then, during elections, we must do away with the current set of politicians. They are selfish, corrupt, and do not have our interests at heart. According to John Dewey, I quote, "We do not learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience." End of quote. So, elect people who are capable, people who have your best interests at heart. And as a matter of fact, I'm counting on you.